Annoying part incoming. 1, 2. Oh, so close. Come on, can I salvage it? Alright, this actually worked. Wow. This backflip only very rarely works. Usually I end up smacking into the triangle just above, but actually pull it off perfectly on the first try. And that is rare. I often have to try several times before doing it. Okay, last star from the regular worlds in the entire game, somewhere over the rainbow. And thank God that I double-checked those last two videos, otherwise I wouldn't have noticed that I didn't talk to the Bob-omb Buddy. Thank you for dying. And I would have looked like a complete dumbass when I ride onto the ship and try to go in the cannon and the door is still closed. I would have been like, didn't I talk to the Bob-omb Buddy? Well, no, I wouldn't have, because I bolted past him for some crazy reason. Oh, well, at least what's done is done, and I realized it beforehand. And this means we gotta do another boring carpet ride through this area. For the last time, hopefully I'm not gonna die by running into the Chuckya near the star or anything like that. Okay, fine, don't have to smash the block. I'm not forced to. And this star is you follow basically the same route as for Cruiser Crossing the Rainbow. Still gotta dodge that spinning platform, the flamethrower that still does absolutely nothing. I believe that they actually removed that flamethrower in the DS version, because, you guessed it, it does absolutely nothing. And the extra star, the star number 7 in the DS version, actually, there's a shortcut you can use with Mario and his special power of, balloon power, that you can use to get the big house in the sky star a lot easier, but you're actually forced to use that shortcut in the star that they added in Rainbow Ride. So, I guess, oops, they just made a somewhat tricky star a lot easier, just for the sake of adding another one that isn't really hard. Oops. Anyway, we made it back onto the ship. It was very difficult. This time you gotta go all the way to the back of the ship, and the cannon's there. Not gonna bother with the Lackey 2, because if I shoot into him, he's gonna die anyway. Now we gotta aim for about the center of this circular rainbow here, so that I grab onto the pole here. There we go. Now we gotta contend with the Chuckya, and the star is right in this box. So, yeah, I think I'm not even gonna need to jump another time. Not that it mattered, because the Chuckya was just chilling, minding its own business. Anyway, 119 stars. This means it's time to head to Bowser in the Sky. Now, the thing about this place in the DS version, you cannot bring anyone else but Mario. If you try to bring anyone else, you're gonna get the endless stairs, even if you have the required 80 stars. Yeah, it's 80, not 70 in the DS version. Anyway, this place, well, I gotta say, for a last stage in the game, it's easy. It's really not hard at all. In fact, I'd say all 3 Bowser stages are pretty much sort of the same thing. You can't backflip to that one directly, so I'm going to have to push the block over there to do that. But yeah, all 3 Bowser stages are relatively easy, but all 3 of them also have a... I don't ever learn, do I? The Let's Player's curse strikes again. So the best way to deal with it is to not say anything until the end of the game. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But seriously, this stage isn't hard. After what we've gone through in Rainbow Ride, this is actually sort of a relief. All 3 Bowser stages, as I was about to say, excuse me? I get it, thank you. All 3 Bowser stages are fairly easy, but all of them have one red coin that's in a really awkward place. The Bowser in the Dark World had that red coin right at the beginning. Bowser in the Fire Sea had that one that was on the, those platforms that are in the lava tide near the end. And Bowser in the Sky, well, you'll see it. Hey, hello, random red coin that's in really plain sight, so it offers no challenge whatsoever. Now, this red coin, the first time I played this game, I spent forever looking for it. How are you supposed to know that it's there and you gotta flip the camera over 180 degrees so that you can see it? How was I supposed to know that? There's also one that's well hidden, but once you know where it is, it really doesn't matter because it's really easy to just go and pick up, and it's the very last one that I'm talking about. And hey, a random shortcut, by the way. And I know, by the way, I don't miss any red coins by doing that. But yeah, that one red coin that's in an awkward position, I've died on that thing more than I'd like to admit, even though it's really not all that difficult. So red coin number 4 is right here. Now just gotta time my descent with the flame jets here, okay. And we're coming to the part with the awkward red coin. Hello, Piranha Plant. I'm just gonna ignore you completely. Okay, so now, in case something happens, we got a heart here, and this is the red coin I'm talking about. You gotta jump up here, then jump up there, then try to slide back onto... Oh, well, I'll accept that. The plan was to keep on going, then slide back onto the platform, then smack into that yellow block that was after that, and hopefully Mario would get up in time to jump on it, but whatever, that works too. Just takes a little more time, but at least I didn't die. So now that we've gotten the hardest of the red coins, I think I can pretty much relax because the game's all but beaten at this point. Now just watch as I die doing something completely stupid, like grabbing that 1-up. 1-ups are completely useless in this game because if you get a game over, does it really matter? Whenever you start a stage, you always start from the beginning anyway. There are no checkpoints or anything like that, so it doesn't matter one bit. Okay, so red coin number 7 is right there, so just gonna get those Goombas out of the way because they could be pissed while I'm trying to get there. Didn't really matter anyway. Red coin number 7. Only one left, and the last star in the game is as good as ours. Now this jump, it's kind of awkward, I gotta say. You gotta jump longer than you'd expect to, but it doesn't really matter. It's not like it's actually difficult or anything like that. Okay, time for the home stretch, and we got wind here for no apparent reason. I mean, it's not to make things harder, obviously, because, I mean, it's just 3 Goombas. Can you think of anything more non-threatening than that, other than 1 or 2 Goombas? So there's the last star in the game. I'm gonna go grab it, then fight Bowser. But first, what you're gonna see is something that I'm gonna have recorded after the credits. I'm going to show you exactly what you unlock for going through all the trouble of getting every last star in the entire game. Time Warp! So yeah, I am recording this after the credits rolled, and I'm just going to show you what you unlock for getting all the stars, since I'm never gonna hear the end of it if I don't show you. So yeah, you can use that cannon to get up to the roof of the castle, and here's Yoshi, who actually speaks English in this game. I think it's a first and also a last because I don't remember any other game where Yoshi actually speaks English. Oh well, not that it really matters. He's got a message for us from the Mario 64 team, and he's going to fill up our lives all the way to 100, which is pointless because, as I just said, lives are essentially useless in this game. And there are also 3 other lives just lying around for no good reason, equally pointless. And speaking of pointless, there's also a wing cap for some reason. I mean, you can just jump down the roof and it'll be fine, but no, they felt the need to add a wing cap in there. Now there's this one crazy glitch that I'm gonna try to trigger, but if I fail, I'm not gonna insist. I'm just gonna try it just this once. Can I do it? Nope. So, I'm not gonna try it again. Sorry. So, Time Warp again! And all that's left to do now, the final battle against Bowser, who now has a crapload of colors on him for some reason. On top of looking like crap like he did in the first two fights, he's got this whole bunch of colors for some reason. Anyway, this fight is going to be a lot longer because you got to nail him 3 times. There are 5 mines around the stage, and you got to toss him on 3 of them. Thought I was going to get burned by that blue flame, but guess not. So, okay. Grab his tail. Nope, that's not what I wanted you to do. Okay, there we go. Didn't even get to breathe fire this time. So, let's start swinging. And can I get to the tail? No! It was too slow. Okay, let's make more squares around Bowser, since apparently it really shows that the analog stick sockets are square on this controller. But, okay, now we got 1 down. I'm just gonna use those coins left behind by the flames for healing. You can potentially get to 999 coins, by the way, on those flames, both here and in Bowser in the Dark World, but it doesn't accomplish anything. Anyway, we're right next to the mines. I'm gonna try and throw it. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go for healing, even though I could grab his tail right now while he's throwing that temper tantrum. What he just did was that he just essentially destroyed a whole bunch of floors all around the place, and now the arena is shaped like a star. So now I gotta throw him all the way from here. There is no room for messing it up. I can't just ease my way to the mine like I've done so far in the game. You actually have to do a perfect throw from a long distance, and I suck at this throw. I almost got it on my first try. Let's try it again. Hopefully, yes! Game over! Glad that I was able to do this in 2 tries, because usually I suck a lot more at this. So, yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe you defeated me! Even though you defeated me 47 million times before! And Bowser vanishes, and... is that a Grand Star? You got a Grand... oh no, it's just a wing cap in disguise. Sorry about that. I wonder how that works, though. How come no other star gave Mario a wing cap or anything like that? They were just sort of there to be collected. And how come this one isn't added to Mario's total either? But at this point, I'm just nitpicking. The game's over. And regardless of all that, it was still a damn good game to boot.